All right, shalom, y'all. It's your brother Apollo's back with another one. This one is 5 reasons to add another wife. 5 reasons why a brother should add another wife. Contrary to what you're being told, a lot of brothers out here thinking, how can I afford another wife? Like, I'm hearing stuff like this. Like, you saying, how can you afford another wife? This sounds crazy. And the reason is because we're looking at these women as the way America is producing women is the only way they can be. God's way of producing women way better. So we got to go by that. And we stick to that, we'd be good. So 5 reasons to add a second wife. All right. This ain't no particular order. Number one, I'm going to go with family security. Family security. Now, to some people that don't have children, this one might not be a big deal to you or whatever, but to people that got kids, family security is a huge thing, man. I mean, mainly when it comes down to you going to work, you don't know who the hell watching your kids. You don't know who really, or what they really teaching your kids, what they really about. You know, you drop them off at this building and you hoping that they ain't in there teaching them all kind of craziness. You just hoping. You hoping they ain't in there slapping your child when you ain't looking. You hoping they ain't feeding your child all kind of craziness. And you just never know. One thing about having a second wife is you have somebody in your house that go by your rules, that understand what you like and what you don't like. So they know what to do and what not to do with your child. They love your child. It's literally having another mother there to watch your child while the other mother's not there. So that's a great reason, and a lot of people don't even pay attention to that reason. I mean, daycare expensive than a mug. I mean, high. I don't know where y'all live, but down here in the H, if daycare hit you in the head for like $200 a week, real quick. But yeah, family security. Children watched without daycare by somebody who loves them and follows your rules, brothers. That's very serious. That's something I would definitely bring that up in the discussion, because we got to make this thing logical, man. We got to make sense of it. I mean, it's not saying that you have to prove it to your woman or anything like that, but let's make some sense of it. This right here in our face. Why not? But number 2, it says 2 more helping hands. 2 more helping hands equal rest, but that's only if your house is in order. So why I say that is because you can add women to your house, but if you don't add them the way God say add them, you adding headaches and burdens to your house instead of adding helping hands and servants to your house. People that's going by your will, that's going to do what you say. The Bible lines that up and give you structure for that. So that's why I be trying to tell brothers, like, if you're trying to have multiple wives without the Bible, you in trouble, because you ain't got no structure. You just literally saying, okay, I'm cool enough, or it's something about me that's gonna keep them in line. It's something about me, and you're not that great. You might feel like you're that great right now, but then you're gonna lose that strength at some point in time. You might lose some of your attractiveness at some point in time. It has to be something else that is keeping these women there. And that's God. God have to keep these women. God is the one keep these women in line. So without that, man, you in trouble. But 2 more helping hands. So if they really in line, the script say they got to obey you in all things. Ephesians 5:24, in everything. So if you have women in your house that's according to the script, hey, this is extra helping hands. You got another woman coming in to do everything that you need done. How is that not a benefit? How is this not understood that this is a good thing? The only reason it's not is because we're thinking women are like American women, or they only could be like American women. Again, we got to get back to the biblical women. And we can't let a woman try to shame us into thinking that the fact that we expect a biblical woman is wrong, or to think that it's wrong. No, we expect what God called a good woman. We can't make that a shame or a bad thing nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. It's a lot of shame in God going on. It's a lot of shame in God's ways and God's laws going on. So just understand, you have another wife, you have another helping hand. All right? That equals more rest for you, brothers. Number three, financial stability. And this kind of go into number 2 with the extra help. Financial stability. One thing brothers got to understand is the woman is your property. And the woman is also a source of income for you. Now, why do I say that? Because the scriptures say she's a servant. A lot of brothers think it's crazy to even think they can afford 2 wives because they think that they have to buy this, they have to buy that. They the ones that's doing all the providing. Not understanding that this woman is your servant and she has to go and work for you. That's her job. So the question is, can a man afford 2 servants? Can a man afford 2 servants? Because if a man can afford 2 servants, he can afford 2 wives. 2 servants will add to a man, enrich a man. When we say it like that, the shit make all kind of sense. But then when we say a woman, we putting all these accolades and prizes on top of it that America done gave y'all. We got to come back to looking at women the way God say look at women and understand anything else is evil. He said, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. God say these women are your servants in everything. You done turned around and turned her into your idol. You got to put her back in her place. And if she won't, you got to get women that will be in that place and get rid of that one. You got to understand, you have to be a king of your domain. You have to be a lord of your household. And anybody that don't agree with that, you got to get rid of them. Real talk. So, financial stability. Brothers, do not be ashamed that you know that she's your possession. If she does not agree, just get rid of her and get one that does agree. Don't be ashamed that she don't understand, and then they'll try to shame you into thinking that it's wrong to own a woman. It's wrong that she's your property. It's wrong that you tell her what to do. It's wrong that she goes and works for you and come home and brings the money to you and you pay the bills and you divide everything how it go. That's wrong. But it was cool when she was doing it. It was cool when brothers was bringing their checks to the woman and she was the one dividing everything up. That's cool. We got to understand we've been duped, brothers. We've been duped. The Lord told us that this would happen, that the world would turn upside down. We ain't trust him. We got to come back to the Lord in order to fix our house, man. Ain't no other way. Real talk. So he said, I put on here, it said, can a man afford 2 servants? Clearly, a man can afford 2 servants. All right, so number 4, a good advice friend to your wife. A good advice friend. Not one of those friends that just running their mouth, just telling her whatever she want to hear. It's a good advice friend who has good intentions for both parties. Not like women outside the relationship who only counsel for the woman. We know it's all this going on. These women, they think friendship is telling my friend what the hell she want to hear. That's what they think real friendship is. So this is what they promoting wherever they go. Whenever they're a friend, they say, oh yeah, you look good, girl. Oh, I like how they look on you. Shit look horrible on them. But it's just because they think friendship is telling their friend what they want to hear. We see all this craziness going on today. These women will tell a woman, oh no, he ain't no good for you, leave him. She got 3 kids by this man. And she will help pump her up to leave her husband or leave her man that she didn't have for all these years or for whatever point in time. Why? Because misery love company. A lot of them be alone their damn self. But to have a second wife or a third wife, it's helping the first wife or the second wife have I say a mental stability, some type of mental stability, something she can look at and see, well, yeah, she's doing the same thing I'm doing. She's serving like I'm serving. She actually getting a chance to see that. But it says to have a good advice friend for your wife. good advice friend for your wife who has good intentions for both parties. We know we need this, brothers. Like, we can't be in our woman ear all day. And we know she gonna have little partners here and partners there. But it's best if they are from your household, because then they can be on the same page, on the same note in everything. Just like brothers be on the same page and the same note in everything, serving the same Lord. So that's a serious one, man. Number 5, it kind of go in with that one, kind of merged it a little bit. But number 5 say to have a physical example for the other wife on what is expected. To have a physical example. So before I finish that, I'm going to deal with that part. I say to have a physical example. A lot of women, when they see another woman doing good or they see another woman doing something, it'll encourage them to do better. It'll encourage them to try to get the same results out of you that they seen the other woman get. They're like, damn, she treating him good. I like how he responds to, okay, well, maybe I could fix that up and do it a little bit better this way or that way. And it encourages them to do better. Now, a wicked woman, she's just going to get jealous. And we got to understand jealousy is a demonic spirit in the scripture. So we don't let them control us with saying, oh, it's making me jealous. Yeah, that's a demonic spirit. It tells you you're supposed to get rid of that. You ain't supposed to hold on to it and harbor it and get to the point where I'm wicked now because you jealous. Nah, that's not how this works, man. God never said a man was wicked for having more than one wife. But God does say that it's a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that's jealous over another woman. Y'all got to get rid of that because y'all causing yourself a grief of heart and sorrow. So to have that physical example on what's expected. And I said, when a woman sees another woman treating her man with respect, it not only makes her want to do more for him, it makes her respect him more. Why I say that? A lot of times, and this shit happened many times before, brothers, y'all know y'all can attest to it. The fact that you have a woman, more women want to talk to you. But when you don't have a woman, the women don't want to holler at you. Why? It's because they see that it's something in you that's to be desired. It's some value in you and I want some of it. That's the way they looking at the shit. They not looking at it like, oh, okay, well, he's a good man. He's by himself. Let me go ahead and help and serve this man. Nah, they say, oh, let me take her from him. We got to understand, we got to show them the right way. The reason why they have that respect and love for a man and desire for a man with another woman, because it's a form of power. Hold on a second. 1 second. Because it's a form of power. And they see that power. And when they see that power, that's what makes them want to be even more submissive, even more humble, and put themselves in a position that other woman in. They trying to see, what is it about you that she got, and I want to see what it is so great about you. What is it? Women just work differently, brothers. They don't work like us. We see a woman that have a man and we like, well, go on, do your thing then. We ain't trying to holler at a woman that got a man. It's complete. We're not built that way. We don't see that as power. We don't see that as a glory. When a man has a servant or a man has multiple servants, that's glory to that man. So then if a man have multiple wives, that would be glory to that man as well. And the women see that glory. There's plenty of times that I've spoken to women about trying to train them up, trying to get them right in the scriptures or whatever. And their issue would be, oh, well, I don't like a man having more than one wife. But then I tell them I got more than one wife. They so damn interested, want to have a whole long ass conversation, ask me 1,000 damn questions. But I thought you just said you wouldn't know. Like, it don't make no sense. It's just they interested and they really want to do it. The problem is they just scared. They scared that this world gonna jump on their behind and they ain't gonna be able to get up out of it. Because this world is this cancel culture, this where everybody can talk about you at an instance on the internet at any time. That's what's causing a lot of these people to commit suicide. So a lot of these women are scared because they know that it's gonna be people that's gonna come at them for the way they live. But brothers, got to be able to bring these scripts to them. Show them it's the righteous way. Don't worry about how the world tell you it's supposed to be. The Lord say, do not be a friend of the world. If you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of God. Real talk, man. But yeah, any of you brothers, man, y'all want to holler at me for any marriage counseling or anything like that, man, y'all can hit me up anytime. Either hit me on the comment section or shit, Facebook, Apollos Israel. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else, got any issues, I can holler at me, no problem. Like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up if you agree, thumbs down if you disagree. Shalom.